yeah, the way that I try to think about things when I'm feeling more optimistic is that so somehow my social life problems will work themselves out. I mean, my housing situation has improved. It's nice to have an apartment rather than to be homeless. I'm in school, and that's I'm doing well in school. I'm definitely passing all my classes. Um, and I've been able to um, talk to people that I meet in a regular way. It's just, I haven't. My concern is about trying to make friends with people, like normal people who have normal lives, and 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 not have it like ruin their lives because of what my life is like. It's a big concern. And it really is, it's very upsetting to think about that, to think about like not being able to meet people, not being able to text with people or talk on the phone with people. Like, it's even a question of something like, if I were to meet people, and we like hung out a few times, and then we like decided we weren't even really, it wasn't really, we weren't really compatible, and there wasn't really a reason for us to hang out anymore as like friends or anything. That person would still get hurt because as soon as I get a text message from anybody or a phone call from anybody or an email from anybody, that person is on the conglomerate's radar, and his or her privacy is immediately going to be invaded. I mean, I feel this really terrible. I mean, it is. It's a responsibility that's been forced on me that I have to take seriously. And the conglomerate really doesn't care about the way that it's isolating me. And I just don't know. I don't know how that's going to work itself out. But when I try to think about it optimistically, I like to think that somehow it will work out. The way that kind of other things have worked out. Although, of course, it's not. Even the way that things work out for me tend to be kind of problematic. So it really is terrible. I'm very, very, very unhappy. I really am, extremely unhappy and have been for a very long time. And I try to function in spite of that. But that doesn't mean that things are all right. And I don't know how things are going to work out. Certainly having a social life is going to be the most difficult part of it. But that doesn't mean that I'm trying to date celebrities. Sorry, excuse me. I think I'm definitely getting sick. Yeah, I mean, I guess for a while, some between like, I don't know, 2011 and maybe 2013, I guess I was thinking, all right, well, since this part of my life is so invaded and the pressure on me is such terrible pressure, maybe I should think about dating people who, or being friends with people whose lives are going to be able to withstand that kind of pressure. So that was kind of why I stayed around kind of that sort of celebrity crowd in a way, because I was like, well, what if, I just don't know. I don't know how I'm going to make friends with normal people when my life is like this. But it really didn't work out. It really didn't work out, And so I feel like, because it just, for the most part, I just kept getting abused. And I was like, all right, this isn't worth it. This isn't worth it. As much as maybe that was kind of my reasoning about it at the beginning. I'm like, but at a certain point you have to draw the line and be like, look, this is not, there's no reason whatsoever, as difficult as it's going to be for me to make friends with normal people in a normal way. I cannot continue to put myself in a situation where I'm just getting abused all the time. I can't do that. So that's what I've tried not to do, That's what I've tried not to do. It's just difficult, because it's day after day after day that I can't really have friends. I don't know what else to say, it's the conglomerate knows what it's doing to me. Would you want to live like this? Would you really want to live like this? I don't want to live like this, but I have no choice.